Hi guys, welcome to another ufPro product spotlight. My name is Armin and today I will present to you the new Delta AcE Plus Generation 3 jacket. What is really new is the material concept on the on this jacket. The material concept, I mean, we're talking here a soft shell jacket, and usually if you hear soft shell, you would associate a 3-layer sandwich. 3 layers, you have an outer fabric, you have a backer, and in between you have either a lot of glue or a membrane which prevent moisture or, say, rain or wind to penetrate through it. That's the character of a soft shell material. And all these 3 layers, outside fabric, backer, membrane, or just a lot of glue, are glued together. So this composite has a certain level of breathability and a certain level of air permeability. Air permeability usually is very low, because this is what you would like to achieve. You would like to achieve a wind-stopping effect. There are wind-stopper materials and there are other materials. All of them are called soft shell materials. What they have in common is that they have a very high level of water repellency. They stop the wind, they block the wind from entering into your garment and making you feel cold. Towards the back, they have usually some kind of a fleece structure which give you an additional thermal insulation. And they're all 3 glued together, but still let a decent amount of moisture penetrating through these 3 layers. What we did here is we didn't take the backer away, just we didn't glue it towards the other 2 materials. We left it loose, hanging behind. And there is a couple of major performance achievements that this will offer to you. First of all, the air which is inside these layers. Just remember, before it was together, now you have a little bit of air. This entrapped air here in between, here, this air. This keeps you, this adds to the thermal insulation which this backer, this fleece material, usually would provide. So you have an enhanced thermal insulation function. What it also does is, as this is air in between here, it almost without any restrictions allows moisture, which your body produces while sweating, while you're active, penetrate through that fleece, through that air, and then distribute it at the membrane on this side and get outside through the membrane, through the face fabric, and the whole process is called the breathability. So with this construction, we enhance the comfort in terms of breathability of that layering by a lot. Can you measure that by a test method? No, you cannot, because there is no test method at the moment out there which would measure that enhanced breathability. Can we measure the added thermal insulation? No, we cannot, because there is no test method that would really allow you to measure that. Will you feel it? Oh boy, you will feel it. So this is actually what is new. And why is that important, especially for that product? Because that product is made for high activity, meaning high physical stress in lousy weather conditions. And you might have heard our discussion at the Beer 30 talk that we had together with Darko. For us, these 0 to -5 degrees up to +2 degrees moist, windy. That's actually the lousiest environmental conditions that you can encounter. That's what it is made for. Giving you great comfort while you're highly active, protecting you against what comes from the outside, gives you enough breathability to get rid of that moisture which is produced by your body just in order to cool you down because you're working under physical stress. And that's what we understand by active extreme. And that's what ACE stands for. So, high level of activities in lousy weather conditions. So that was the material concept that has significantly changed and is a quantum leap in comfort that you will definitely experience with that jacket. But we also have a couple of new features incorporated into the third generation, which will provide you additional functionality and of course additional weather protection. And first of all, it's the hood. There were so many comments on our website, on YouTube, which said, "Hey, absolutely fantastic product. If only it had a hood." It has a hood now. So the hood is packed, of course, stored away in the collar. I don't know what your experience is, but over the time, I think a zipper here and you stow the hood then inside a pocket. I think that's cumbersome because whenever you want to get access to the hood, you have to go around your neck and you have to find the slider of the zipper. No, it's not on the left side, it might be on the right side. So you have to go around the next side. No, it's not on the right side, it might be on the... Anyhow, we solved it in a different way. And you could easily grab from behind, open these two press buttons, and the hood comes out. And here you also see what I described before. These are the two layers. So you have an outside fabric, you have a membrane inside, by the way, a polyurethane membrane. And this is the hood. The seams are sealed, so it's a seam-sealed, waterproof hood. And of course, you have in this area, you have a wire which could be adjusted to your preferences or to the current weather conditions. Just take the hood harness out in order to demonstrate what you could do and what you should do before you start to get out into the bad weather. You see here on the sides you have adjustabilities. So before you start wearing the jacket, just put the hood harness out, adjust it like you would like to have it. In case you're wearing a cap, then put your cap on your head and adjust it with the cap. So good enough for me now. And put it inside. And of course it is here width adjustable. We have a nice width adjustability here in here. This is more or less logical that it's in here. You could even feel that with your gloves. You just press it and pull it and it's done. And you release it in the same way again. Press it, pull it, it's released. Press buttons and you fold it in again. Right, and it's stowed away again. By the way, with all the enthusiasm with which I described to you the material concept, what I forgot to mention, of course, is that the outside fabric, it's a polyamide 100% polyamide ripstop fabric. Membrane is a polyurethane membrane. Towards the body side, the fleece component, it's this component, which is loose. It's a 𝗙𝗀𝗢 fleece. Actually, we call it 𝗙𝗀𝗢 fleece. It is made by, it's called the 37.5 fleece by 𝗙𝗀𝗢 Inc. Same thing, just a different name. Same company, same inventors, same technology. They're taking a polyester fiber and they're loading the polyester fiber with minerals, porous minerals with a really high surface. The surface is actually 800 times more than such a spot usually would have. What does that mean? So you're enhancing with particles which have a huge surface. You're enhancing without visually enhancing the surface. You're enhancing that surface on a microscopic level. And that means that there is more surface from which the moisture that your body is producing can then be evaporated to the outside. And that's comfort, and that's key, especially in lousy weather conditions where you're highly active and sweating a lot. So towards the body, the 𝗙𝗀𝗢 fleece. Towards the outside, a 2-layer laminate with a polyurethane membrane, waterproof and breathable. The collar has a width adjustability, very easy, like this. You make it also big again. Nice front zipper, of course, lined towards the body with a flap so that there cannot be air penetration towards the body side, so you're nicely protected here from the front side, where actually you would like to have a protection against wind and lousy weather. Also, of course, waterproof. The sides are for better ventilation. So you have the front waterproof, you have the sleeves waterproof, you have the collar and the back waterproof, but we have incorporated ventilation panels. It's for active extreme. So active extreme means you want to get rid of your body, of the temperature that your body is producing during stress, during physical stress. You have all that side area, and I flip it around, and you also have it in this area. Just imagine you're wearing a backpack, centered here, and you want to get rid of the moisture which is accumulating in this area. The good thing here is that underneath here we have another air pack. That means that there is an area which allows air flow. And like you know from the physics lessons, hot air and hot air which is loaded with moisture has always the tendency to move upwards. So it moves upwards in this area and it can get out and away from your body in these panels. Does it work? I would just recommend you to go on our website and skip through a couple of reviews which are on the 2nd generation AcE jacket, and they're, I think, more authentic than I could do it, and probably also more credible than I might be. There you can hear real life experience of people who say, well, that guy told us something and we didn't really believe it in the 2nd generation, but it really works, and boy, it works. You have upper sleeve pockets, lower sleeve pockets. Here, stretch hems here at the wrist so that it expands wide enough to get it over your watch or whatever you wear on your wrist. Here, also very stretchy. Again, this is a product that you would like to have pretty close to your body because you want to get that moisture that your body is producing from layer to layer and then towards the outside. Don't have too much air in this area where you would like to have ventilation. You have two big front pockets. These can be used at the same time also as additional ventilations if you want to have it. So they're lined towards the body with a mesh. So there is, of course, here still the fleece, but the air, if you need, it will penetrate to your body and give you, together with all the other air panels, a really nice air circulation. So let's open this a little bit up. You see the air pack in here. It's here, detachable. And here, also detachable. Backside of the collar is again fleece lined to give you this extra thermal insulation in that really sensitive neck area. And last but not least, of course, you have Velcros on the upper sleeve pockets. So this is the new Delta AcE Plus Generation 3 jacket. I hope you liked the review, and I would be very happy to see you in one of our next product spotlights. Bye.